Good morning, my sisters. I ain't seen y'all since the feast. Anywho, really quick video. I was out last week because look, um, it's a lot better, but garden accident made the mistake of dropping a sandbag on a dolly and didn't move my face, and it popped forward and hit me dead in my eye. This is way better than it looked before. I will be in class this Sabbath. I just didn't want all the questions. Anywho, so be careful while you're in the garden because I was doing too much. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this around. And when you guys become a gardener, you are so gonna appreciate when it rains, especially overnight, because you don't want the rain to mess up your day. But the rain does so much for your garden, be it flowers or vegetables. You're gonna absolutely love it, and this is when I love to come out here. These videos will be snippets because I don't want them to be too long because I want to be able to post them. So my next video, I will show you an update on what's growing. All right, bye ladies, bye. Okay, I'm back. Of course, everything is not all tidy. We are still in a process of getting some things together. Don't mind the grass. Chris has not cut it yet, and I got to treat it for the bald spots. I mistakenly put too much lime down trying to get rid of squirrels, so I burnt some areas. But anyway, lesson learned. These are all my pots for my dahlias that are in the house. They've already been pre-sprouted. If you guys don't know what that is, those are flowers. Anywho, I bought these trellises over the winter. They're made of plastic, but I got them down in the ground. That I'm gonna put my black-eyed Susan vine up on those. I don't know why my husband put that umbrella right there because he didn't want to put it back in the garage. But anyway, my apple trees are doing really good. I just cut back these dead hydrangea florets because you want to take off the dead ones, the ones that's dying, so you can get some new ones. So anyway, just one of the pots is two. There's one over there that I potted up because I couldn't resist it in the store. My heuchera, I love heuchera. This is perennial, really good for a sun and shade garden. The rabbit had got to my Rebecca right there, so I got my deer and rabbit spray. Liquid fence, I got that spray. I did get some mulch. Chris finally went and got me some mulch. I need more. Anyway, this is a chamomile that seeded itself from last year and it's coming back. And this is actually a rose of Sharon that I split in half. I don't know if it survives, y'all. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, if it didn't, I'll yank it out. Lily that I popped in. Again, I have to make this quick because I have to be able to post this. Blueberry bushes back there, so let's stop it and I'll be back. Okay, my David Austin rose is coming back. My daughter bought me for Mother's Day last year. She actually bought me 3. This is Wygela. This is how your lavender is going to look coming back. I chopped mine's back, cut mine's back in spring. Because even when you cut it, you can still smell the lavender. Anyway, here's the other pot that I potted up of the hydrangeas, and this is just cold damage or whatever, but they'll bounce back. All of my hydrangeas back there. Those are purple top turnips right there. Look how bushy. And I've even cut some of those leaves off because it's a mustard green. It's a turnip green. And put it in my lentil soup. So you can cut some of your turnip greens off your turnip tops. It's not going to stop the turnip bulb itself from growing underground. It'll actually make it even bigger, and it'll work harder on making that bigger versus working on making the leaves larger, if that makes sense to you. Anywho, another hydrangea. These are young blueberry bushes that I bought. We got 1, 2, 3. I actually split that one when I'm gonna go slow with the one that's right there because I took it out of this barrel and put it in the ground. So that's my more mature blueberry bush, and they get bigger with time. This is actually a pussy willow. I don't know how I got there, but it had pussy willows on it, so I said, you know what, we're gonna keep it. And I let it have its barrel to itself, and I just popped in some purple top turnips and some alyssum up in here and underplanted some stuff. That's a weed. Anyway, that's a lemon tree that I grew from seed. I don't know if it's gonna make it. They said if I get any lemons, it'll be 5 years from now. So if it dies, I don't care because I do have 2 lemon bushes that I recently purchased. Again, Chris is gonna reroute that so the water will not overflow out of the barrels, and it'll just know to the rain barrel diverter will not only put water in those barrels, but it'll also, I see something. It will also know when those are full, and it'll come out the gutter. It'll come out the gutter and run out like it always has. So the verter won't be delivered until tomorrow. So anyway, that's that. Again, everything looks so nice and fresh. My garlic, this is the best I've ever done with garlic. My first time. I don't have a lot of garlic, but this is the first time that I was successful at growing garlic. You grow garlic in fall. You plant it in fall. It goes through winter, and you'll probably harvest it maybe as late as late June. But they are doing so well. But they said the minute I start getting garlic scapes, which would be these little things that come out that looks like a little bulb on the end, to cut them off to so it won't take away the energy of growing the bulb that's underground. And so we're going to stop right here. Okay, anyway, I'm going to cut the garlic scapes when they do come, and then wait another 2 weeks before I actually harvest the garlic. So that's going to be fun. Those are purple top turnips, and this is endive. This is endive. So this is a lettuce that I popped in. Nothing in that bed yet. Those are extra giant mustard greens. I had so many seeds, and so I just separate them out. So I'll just be passing those out. My carrots over there. I have to harvest the bok choy. My mini bok choy is ready. I'm going to do a stir fry with these with some chicken breasts and carrots and bok choy with my amino acids. This is your Japanese giant mustard, like the little ones that's in those little containers. This is what those are. I thought I lost these plants, y'all, because some bug had got to it. See all those little holes? Some bug had got to it, and all of my stuff was chewed up like this in this bed. And I got my diatomaceous earth out, my Captain Jack's, which is organic, and I got the spraying and sprinkling. And whatever it was, it went away. Everything bounced back because they were pretty young when they got attacked. So everything bounced back and it's looking ultra healthy. Look at that. And these things get giant. That's why they call them big. They get even bigger than this. This is more bok choy that I have to harvest today and put in a stir fry because they were trying to flower. Because this is a mini bok choy, they don't get really big. So I'm going to harvest those and put it in my stir fry. These are collards. More bok choy, more collards. See how good they're doing? Of course, I popped in some marigolds. I actually bought those marigolds because I needed to put some marigolds in here. My marigolds were taking their sweet time with any growth. Now I'm going to flip over here. I got some cabbage. Like I said, I almost lost these plants, y'all. So if they look a little skimpy on some, that's because I removed the damaged leaves. That's my celery. Okay, pause. Here we go again. That's my celery. My onions are doing good. They're getting really big. More cabbage. I think some of this is cabbage and collards. I just popped some nasturtium seeds in here, some marigold seeds, some snapdragon seeds. So these beds are doing really good. I'm a pan. This probably looks thin to you, and it's only because I have onions right here. And then over here, the one I just showed you guys is all leafy greens. And that's the onion back here that was in here from last year, and I guess it decided to come back. My raspberry bush is getting bigger. You know, I got raspberries off this last year, and I planted it last year, but this year it's getting bigger. I popped some snapdragons in there. We got another one right there. This bed I also planted up with nasturtiums, marigold, and a lot of onions as well. Onions and shallots. And I popped a few Japanese mustard greens in there. So again, like I said, the onions are doing really, really good. Like I said, I got shallots in here. I think, what is that? A chamomile. I think this is some type of Cosmo or something. It got mixed in with some seeds. I'm not sure. But more celery. And I always pop in a few flowers just to bring in the pollinators. So yeah, so that's this bed. I got a pot of greens, of lettuce. So I'm gonna harvest. This one is by itself, but I'm gonna harvest this one today. Last night I had a good salad. I had a nice spinach salad with some endive. I didn't grow endive. I bought some endive. Not endive, arugula. But anyway, this is another plant. Only thing I put in here is a squash, a yellow squash and a green squash. And a couple of snapdragons I grew from seed. and some phlox I grew from seed, and popped in a chamomile because I noticed chamomile is an aphid trap. Okay, so that's that. So this bed is pretty empty, but just a few things around the perimeter, and 2 major plants in the middle. But again, like I said, everything is doing good. Everything is bushing out. Let's go around on this side. Pause. All right, I had to start from another angle. Anyway, nothing is in this bed yet. I popped in a canterbury bell flower in here because, like I said, I try to integrate flowers in with my vegetables. Anyway, this is my Harvey lemon bush. I probably won't get any lemons this year. These are new. I just planted these this year and just got them this year. Just planted them. I don't expect anything, but with time I'll get me some lemons. This is hardy down to 20 degrees. After that, in the wintertime, I'll just put them up, bring them in. Anyway, all the spinach, parsley, got petunias growing at the top, but I've been harvesting off this spinach. Like I said, I had a spinach and strawberry arugula salad last night with my lentil soup. This is, I don't know if this is a green or a turnip, but I got parsley in here, grew from seeds. I got some marigolds, I have some thyme, I have carrots. Strawberries are starting to come back. I popped in a nasturtium. This is a strawberry that I just pulled out and brought in the house and nurtured it indoors, and it did really good. And look, it's already creating a runner, and I'm just going to probably let it go and then cut it and reroot it. I got marigolds coming up. Can't see all of that, but marigolds coming up. Purple top turnips, as you see, I grew a lot of those because I harvest those pretty early, and I can always put something else in there. These were strawberries. Some of these are going to take a minute to come along, but these at the top, I'm sorry guys, are doing really, really good. So my strawberries are coming back. I'm killing the grass around these little edges with salt and vinegar. But anyway, this is my other raspberry bush. This is a golden raspberry bush. I got it last year. Chanel, I got you one too, so hopefully yours is bushing out as well, and I should get some raspberries this year. It's doing really well. Pause. Then I'm gonna walk over here. This is a bush I bought last year. It's absolutely beautiful. I can't remember if I showed you guys this already, but the rain got to it, so she's looking a little sad right now, but I absolutely love it, and I'm looking for another one of these. Okay, pause. Now we're along the back fence. We got my hydrangea bushes over there. We got lilies coming up. That's a boxwood. We got panties coming up. Sedum. I don't know where the daffodil came from. I guess I planted a long time ago and it just decided to come back. I know I put some stuff in here. I don't even know what that is back there, y'all. That right there, I don't know what that is. I know it's some type of hot poker or lily. It's something. I just don't remember. But I got poppies back here, hyssop, panties, canterbury, lilies. This is some type of fern. I loved it for the foliage. Some type of sedum. I think that's bee balm. Another panty. Lupine. That's what that is. Lupine. More stuff back there. Is this something? You don't belong. You kind of vigorous to be right here. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be here. But anyway, this is my hardy hibiscus. That'll come back. I'm not worried about that. I'm finally going to get some lilac. Chamomile. Another lupin. They get bigger with time. More lilies. Another hardy hibiscus. The stems are sticking out. More lilies. More hyssop. More cosmos. That is a rose of Sharon. I think that's going to be bee balm as well. Lilac. What the heck is this? I can't think of it right now. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But that's a spirea, lupin, lilies, hyssop. Kind of a repeat so your eyes don't go too crazy. And this is my columbine. It's about to open. Okay. More lilies, peony. Another fern, another bush for the foliage. More columbine, more heuchera. I know I got feverfew back here. I put in one of my mullein plants. This is the mullein right here. it could get pretty big, but I don't think I'm gonna get anything this year off of it. I don't think it's gonna get as big as I know it can get. So yeah, so this is doing awesome. Everything is bushing out, and I plan to use these trellises either for sorrel, hibiscus, or the black-eyed Susan. So yeah, and then not snapdragons. I can't think right now. Sweet peas. Vine is going to grow up on that. But yeah, so I have a couple of vining and my lemon balm and all the stuff over there. And I think I'm going to put my sweet potatoes in that. But anyway, we are still under construction. I'm not going to show that area right now, okay? Bye. And now we have this area right here. I've already potted up some stuff. These are the hydrangeas, and that's incredible smooth hydrangeas. Those are going to get really big with time. Here is a hydrangea that I propagated. Chamomile, snapdragons, everything grown from seed. Everything grown from seed. And I plan to put some type of vining, something on there. I got a moonflower, and I'm going to put a moonflower either on that or one of the things in the back. The purpose of your greenhouse, you can harden off earlier. You can bring your stuff outside and start hardening off early. Those of you who wanted a loofah, I have 3 available. I know it was Nicole and Dawn. Chandra, you did say something, but I have to reach out to her. But they're ready to go. Giant marigolds, snapdragons, rosemary. My zinnias are ready. This is cayenne pepper. I got some sorrel down there. And then we got basil, more carrots, more flowers, more tomatoes. These are my peppers, more snapdragons, more mullein. So I will have some dahlias that I started out here, but I keep in here. But this is why I want the greenhouse. I want to harden off early, so when everything is ready to go out, they're pretty much hardened off already. So I plan to plant out after Mother's Day. I think after Mother's Day we may have another night or two of like maybe 40 degrees, 38 degrees. So I would say if you do not have the capacity to cover your items, do not put it out. Just wait maybe till late May. But I have a lot of stuff and I ain't got time for that. And most of my stuff is hardened off, so I'm not too much concerned about it. But this is my front bed, my hydrangea, heuchera. A lot of this stuff is all repeats. Roses, and then a lot of your shrubs get bigger with time. I grew some, oh gosh, I can't even think of, creeping thyme, which is going to be purple. With time it'll get big, and it's more of like a ground cover. So, oh, look at this, it's getting big. Look at the buds, y'all. They're going to be yellow. Look at them. Oh, I can't wait. I put that in last year. Another hydrangea. Like I said, everything is bushing out and looking good. Look at my David Austin rose. It's so much bigger than it was last year. And I bought some clove seeds. And look, and I'm getting more because this grass up front is not as good as grass in the back because of the trees. So I put down some clover seeds to kind of help fill out. And now I'm just trying to get the squirrels to stop digging, or the raccoons. So I put down some grub treatment. That's my other David Austin rose. These are alliums. Like I said, everything is bushing out, and I'm loving it. And then now over here, I need to pause. Pause. Here go my giant alliums. Look at my giant alliums. Someone's been over here digging. My bee balm coming back. I popped in some snapdragons. Giant marigolds. See, this is what I mean about the digging. So I'm gonna have to come over here and treat this area. Treat this area with the grub treatment, because I think they're just looking for grubs. Here go the phlox that I grew from seed. It's an annual, so this is not gonna come back. But yeah, so I got some giant alliums that are about to be opening soon, and these get taller with time. Snapdragons, another allium, and stuff like this is just cold damage, because you know we're still getting cold nights. And I still stick forks in and around this just to keep the squirrels from digging as well. And then this right here, hold on, y'all. I did all of this to keep them from digging up a bulb I put in here. And I think what I put in here is a stilby. So I got some stilby bulbs, well, not bulbs, bare root in there that's gonna grow. These are hydrangeas, hydrangeas, hydrangeas. And then this is a Japanese maple that is coming back. So it survived good. It'll be a while before it gets big, but that's what you get when you don't pay that much for stuff. But see, this is what they do. They dig. But I put some grow up stuff out here. And like I said, see how this grass is just like not quite right? So I'm gonna do heavy seeding with grass seeds and clover seeds. And at some point, it'll look lush. Like I said, Chris hasn't cut anything yet. He was gonna try yesterday, but of course it rained. It's rained today. So we're not in no rush because like I told him, let everything kind of grow and fill out. You see, like, look at the clover seeds. So if you have like a bad area where grass just don't want to act right, get some clover seeds. And just make sure it's the ones that say that can take, let me turn this, it can take heavy traffic. Because I try to put it where, or stepping stones where I know we walk at a lot. So anyway, I know it's a lot of videos, but I just wanted to give you guys an update, give you guys some inspiration and what's going on over here. And see you on the Sabbath, guys. Love ya. Bye.